And we're back for another episode. I'm Poot. This is all probably still one weekend. It's probably going to be uploaded about 4 or 5 different days. But so apologies for the bad view. I can't put you inside. It's the side I need to work on. But what we're doing, changing discs and pads on the Spec C. So all we've done is remove the wheel, wiped over the caliper just a little bit because on top, and we've just made sure we can break loose the bolts in the back. Up front, the reservoir cap is off the brake fluid, and that's it. So we're going to start with, there's 2 little retaining pins. Two. Can take our punch. And just knock that. No worries, Matt. Knock the pins through. Top pin. Bottom pin. What that releases is retaining clip, and then what we're going to do is try and check. There we go. So just by hand, we've just pushed the pads that are in backwards. Oh, I haven't bought a little screwdriver. And it means we can pull these up. So these have an anti-squeal shim on the back you need to retain, and it needs to go back on the right way around as well, which is a really important part. So obviously both of those have lifted. Retaining shim on both sides. Put the old pads out of the way. Now I've lost what I need. It's not the 17, because 17 is... Oh no, 17 isn't very well. Just wipe that a little bit more. Just to make sure everything moves nicely. I mean, they came out, this is the perks of having a fresh import. They come apart so nicely. Top bolt. Trying to see if that's enough for just doing it by hand, but it's not, unfortunately. there we go. Caliper out of the way. So these, you find two little bolts that work, apart from, to make my life difficult, I've lost one. Moving from one side to the other. Oh no! Oh yeah. Okay. I like to make things difficult for myself. Apparently, I'm gonna have to go and find one. So I have test fitted this bolt on the other side. These threads are very rusty. And this bolt's already been used before for exactly this. It's just a case of trying to get it to bite enough. I might need to go get a new bolt. She is not having it at all because the whole thread is knackered. That's got no thread left in it. Let's just try bolt gently in the other side. I might go get 2 new bolts and a little gun to give it a helping hand. No, not wanting. I'm going to go find some new bolts. And we're back, kids. We found some proper bolts rather than me alley-headed crud. Am I allowed to say crud? I've said crud. Don't worry about it. So what you can do is you'll feel when these bind. And you're going to work them both. Now, I don't know if you can see it on the thread, but its action is it pulls the whole disc away from the assembly. And that's it, kids. That is as easy as it is to pull the disc. So we're going to grab a brush, just clean the inside of these studs, make sure this is clean, and clean the inside of there. Brush time. So we just want to make sure the disc has a relatively flat surface to sit onto. And also, these calipers are notorious for not sliding very well. So we're just going to take very worst top. Have it. Let's hit it back on there. It shouldn't need much more than that. So we're using big heavy camera focus Godspeed. They have a rotation mark on them. So we're going to know this is your side. I'm now not going to be able to peel this off because I've got gloves on. How annoying is that? Oh. Success. We have our brake cleaner. So I'm going to clean these up and then only handle the inside of them. No problem, I've lost. Oh. I'm just using a bag of rags rag. Remembering to do the inside where the handbrake sits. Ooh. And then make sure it removes anything like where the sticker was. You don't want to contaminate new discs and pads, and of course, being Godspeed, these aren't cheap. So, that should do for wipe down. Literally, they sit there. Honestly, it is bananas. So we need to try and get these lined back. So I'm just going to use my fingers on the pistons, make sure they're pushed back, make my life easier. I'm going to grab a bolt and try and just line up one of these. So there's a little floating bracket as well you have to be concerned with. Making sure that's there. There goes one. Try and do all this by feel on the second one. There goes two. So just because we might have rubbed the disc before I lock it down, so I've still got a bit of movement. $17. When I thought I'd done so well, it's not actually gripped at all. Now it has. 100%. Now it has. Am I tightening that or loosening it? Might be because I'm loosening it. We'll leave that in. We'll leave that in. Check which way your ratchet's going. There's one. There's two. So what we will do afterwards is we'll just put the bar on those. So we have various bits and pieces to put in. Also we've got our carbon Lorraine pads. Look at them. They are excellent. So we're going to copper grease the back of them. We have little slip plates. I'm just going to clean up because they're pretty rough. Maybe even just a little spray brake cleaner. I am using old microfiber for this, mainly because these are really sharp, and if you're trying to do it with blue towel, it's just not going to work. They don't have to be perfect. You probably don't even have to clean them, but I'm cleaning them because I'm going to re-copper grease them. And also I'm going to copper grease around the edges of the pads and the pad backing and anything to try and reduce the squeal that you get with some high performance aftermarket brakes. So I'm just using a little copper slip. And try and work out which pad am I putting in. This one. It makes no difference why I've said that. They're both exactly the same. Just a very thin layer. And also the sides just to help in and out and stop any squeal. And I'm also putting some into the anti-squeal shim, as I'm going to call it. I have no idea if it's right. No doubt someone will correct me in the comments below if you've even got this far in the video. Then congratulations, to be honest, because I'd have probably turned off by now. I can't imagine it's very thrilling. I might have to cut some of this out actually, it's that long. But you know, all good fun. So this is the near side pad. And she drops straight in. We're just going to rinse and repeat on the far, the offside pad from where we are. Brake cleaner, greatest invention in the world. That was the worst Clarkson impression ever. Oh, I'm ashamed of it. I'm not going to take it out because, you know, someone will find it funny one day and they'll need that little pick-me-up. And I don't really care. One thing to point out, I don't tend to do work on my own cars. I'm doing this just to learn, like you are, which is why I haven't sped up any of the process. I've left it all in real time to make it really extra boring for you all. But as you can see, these backers clean up almost like new. So we'll rinse and repeat with the copper grease as we've just done. Realise I've ripped a glove out, so I'm going to have a lovely copper greased hand. Yep, I just copper greased my own thumb, but I'm not changing to a new pad now, mainly because it means I have to get up and move when I haven't really left enough room to work here as it is. So I've seen videos in the past where they haven't put these back in and it's just wrong. They are needed. I mean, I can live with squirrely brakes on this. I've had squirrely brakes before. But if you can keep it down, why wouldn't you? Really? Just wipe. Oh, copper grease, got a nice shiny copper grease finger. Just what everyone wants. Half thumb up. We'll drop padding and it'll drop all the way in like a glove. So I always wipe these. I say always wipe them. I've never done this before. I wiped these when I did this on the other side. So I'm going to wipe these just to try and keep them nice. I'm not going to grease them or anything like that. Just to take the worst off. And because I'm not cleaning that, makes no difference. But because JDM Import Life, he says, almost, oh, there we go. They went all the way through with no encouragement, and then I just used some little clips, just some little pliers to spin it enough to get the little retainers back in. Because the last thing you want is these pins going walkies while you're doing 100 and something miles an hour around Spa and Nürburgring like we've got coming up. So I'm not actually there for about 6 weeks. The car needs to be ready to go over. So we're in a time crunch, and I think it's 3 weekends, and I'm out for the entirety of one of the weekends. So I've got 2 weekends left. I've got the fronts to do. Any other servicing work that flags up. Or any other work in general. Just trying to encourage this last one, because it's got all resistance on there. It might be a little bit of a pain. Might have to give it a little bit of a love tap. There we go. Love tapped all the way through. I'm gonna put the lid on the copper grease before it goes everywhere, because that's not what we want. And I have a retaining pin to put in. Because somehow that one came in the right direction. There we go, folks. Wheel on. And she's good to go. The wheel will push on just that last little bit in my disc. But that's it. I know this is a really long video. Thank you for being with me this long. Let me know if you've got any comments. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe.